So in other news, Prince Harry is pussy whipped. So Prince Harry, as you know, I don't know, his bird's Meghan or Megan. She's a social justice warrior, and she's come in and she's basically whisked Harry out of the royal family. And now Harry's talking shit on the royal family. I love this because Harry used to be a lad. He used to be one of the boys, right? He used to go out. He wore a Nazi fucking uniform for Halloween. I'm half German. Oh, I'm so offended. You're wearing a Nazi thing. It's a joke, you cunts. Harry was a bit of a lad. Harry called one of his fellow soldiers the P word for a Pakistani. And so, well, fucking hell, mate. I mean, as a royal and an ambassador, to say that, you're definitely not a spokesperson for racism. But now he's coming out and he's lecturing other people on racism. A guy who is the embodiment of colonialism and the slave trade. His family basically started colonialism and the slave trade. That guy is coming out and giving and lecturing people on interracial relations. You can't make this stuff up. So his bird has pussy whipped him so fucking hard. She's ultimate woke, and he's standing there. Let's just analyze this hostage situation where Prince Harry's bird has forced him to come out and just emasculate himself and be a social justice cuck, while they talk to a bunch of black people in a Zoom meeting who don't get to say anything while the white man talks. You just cannot make this shit up. I absolutely love this. Come on over to my screen, you beautiful people. Let's see what fucking Harry's saying. So I go to The Sun. The Sun is my new source for the Johnny Massacre show because it's just so much fun. So here we go. The article says, right the wrongs. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle say we must acknowledge uncomfortable past of the Commonwealth. So here we go, talking shit on his family. So this bird's come out and is dragging his... Look, I mean, whatever your criticisms of the royal family, she is making him come out and cuss his own family. Look at his face that says it all. He's thinking, man, I wish this bitch would just shut the fuck up, and I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to... No, you should be here. You should be here. But he's kidding. I'm kidding myself. I deep down inside, I know that this woman's just got me by the balls, and I just want to get out of here, but I'll just go along with it because her pussy is so damn good, and she's so fucking hot. Take it away.
It's such a good point, Mike, that you say, because I think a lot of it as well is in that self-reflection, it's acknowledging whatever mistakes we've all made, right? So if we look at the Commonwealth, and I know part of the conversation we're going to explore later on is looking at the history of that.
So who the fuck is this? But she is a nobody. She's just a hot bitch. She's fucking hot. She's so hot. She's so fucking hot. And why do you know she's hot? Because she's getting loads of media coverage. Why is she getting loads of media coverage? The same reason that Colin Kaepernick's got loads of media coverage. Because she's all about intersectional politics. And this is lucrative. Now her career profile has been boosted hugely. You think she's doing this just because she's a nice person? I don't think so. So she's coming out and she's lecturing. Apparently she's half black, but Harry's all white. And so Harry, her mouthpiece, her sock puppet, is lecturing this room full of black people on how to live their lives. This shit is just amazing. And who the fuck is this bird? She's this bird that's kind of captured a key component of the royal family, is wheeled him out as a hostage, and is now making him just disown his past and speak against his family history. Who is this woman? Who the fuck? She's just some fit bird that just sucking Harry's cock. That's literally all she's done to get here. Amazing shit. The irony is she had to suck a man's cock. She needed the man, his validation, in order to come into this world of notoriety. How's that for irony? She continues.
On that macro level, you also have to look on a more micro level.
Oh, a macro and a micro. Some big words there for you to make me sound intelligent, because intelligence and beauty can go together.
With each of us individually, what have we done in our past that we put our hand up? And I think this is a moment of reckoning where so many people go, you know what, I need to own that. Maybe I didn't do the right thing there.
Stop self-flagellating. Can we all just move on? Can we all just move on and enjoy this beautiful free civilization we have, where we can protest and say whatever we want without being chucked into jail like in Hong Kong?
What I knew, however, now it's time to reset in a different way. And I think...
Imagine if she'd never ever sucked Harry's cock. No one would know who this girl is. Like, no one. If you go on her Wikipedia, she's been in... I can't even remember what the fuck she's been in. One or two things. But she's so hot. Sucking Harry's cock. Everyone knows who she is. And now she's all woke. She'll get a platform on every single media station and outlet known to man. This shit is lucrative. Do not think for 1 second this person really, really cares about what she's talking about. The main motivation is the notoriety, the fame, and the power. And I love how all these black people are just sitting there being lectured by her. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. No, they don't need you as a savior. These people are capable of doing it on their own.
Both of us, it's part of the conversation we've had quite a bit in our calls over the last few weeks surrounding the Black Lives Matter movement, for everyone to be a part of this conversation.
And when it comes to sort of institutional and systemic racism, it's there and it stays there because someone somewhere is benefiting from it.
Mainly you, mate. Okay, so people talk about colonialism and slavery in the past, and it happened a long time ago, and who's accountable? If one person is accountable, it's you, mate. It is you. Your family wrote the book on this shit. Literally, that palace, all of that came from the colonial past. So this person is the last person that should be talking about racism and how it affects people. He's literally the last person.
We can't deny or ignore the fact that all of us have been brought up and educated to see the world differently.
Not sure about that.
However, once you start to realize...
See, he's trying to remember the script. He needs to stay in Meghan's good books. You can tell he's kind of stuttering over his words. He's got his thing that he's pre-written beforehand. He doesn't really believe in this shit. He's so pussy whipped. He's just doing it because he's pussy whipped.
There is that bias there.
Look at her. She's looking right into his eyes. She's got a knife to his cock. It's just underneath the camera. She's threatening to cut it off if he says the wrong word. She's got him hostage.
Then you need to acknowledge it. You need to acknowledge it, but then you need to do the work to be able to become more aware so that you can... Exactly what you're saying.
Well, and I think so much of what we're seeing as well is that, you know, it's not even in the big...
See, Harry just didn't make any sense there. He just says a little bit to make sure his crazy bird thinks that he's going along with the ride, he can still get a shag. And then she gives it straight back to him. While he was talking, she even butted in on the conversation. She is wearing the royal trousers. She's got the royal trousers hoisted right up. Harry is completely whipped right now. Look at the body language. She is standing in front of him, right? Don't take that lightly. She's literally standing in front of a fucking prince. He should be strong-arming her. He should be doing the Joe Pesci, mate. Come on, darling. Your whole career came from here. Get down on your knees. Just joking. But the body language, right? It's unmistakable. She's standing in front of him. Not only that, she's standing bang in the middle, and he's off to the side. Half of his body's out of the fucking camera. She has completely whipped him. This is what toxism, woke, social justice shit does. It just destroys everything.
Moments, right? It's in the quiet moments where racism and unconscious bias lies, and as you said.
So this is complete bullshit. This is just trying to. This is totalitarianism. Totalitarianism. This is fascism. This is trying to just completely assimilate everyone with your political beliefs through social pressure, political pressure, and ultimately by force, which is a lot of this Black Lives Matter stuff. And it comes to the point where even if you say nothing, it means you're complicit. So hang on a minute. Today, did you say that rape was bad? You didn't say that? That means you're complicit and you support rape. It's that same logic. It's very, very... It's an oversimplification. And it is just bullshit. Just because you don't say something doesn't mean you don't support it. And don't try to force me into echoing your political talking points, because that is the textbook definition of the F word, fascism.
Lies and hides and thrives. And it's those nuances that I think makes it confusing for a lot of people to understand the role that they play in that, either passively or actively. But
Right, well, I mean, the role passively or actively, all of these black people are completely passive. Look, they're all just sitting there being lectured by this white couple. She's mixed race, but yeah, I mean, they're essentially one entity, right? And fucking hell. Isn't it funny? The black people are sitting there while they're lectured by these dudes. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Why aren't the black people speaking at all? This is just unbelievable.
Even more so passively. And so much of what I've come to the understanding of, especially in learning even more about it of late, and obviously having had personal experience with it as well, but in people's complacency, they're complicit.
Yeah.
No, I am not complicit in any of this shit at all. You are just doing this for your own gain, your own power, your own notoriety, and your spotlight. And I'm not going to support that. And me not supporting your dishonest, thin veneer of morality doesn't make me a bad person. So you can fuck off with all that, Meghan.
And that, I think, is the shift that we're seeing, to go, it's not enough to just be a bystander and saying, well, it wasn't me. And that's what I think was very much manifested.
No. She's trying to bully you into echoing her political talking points. Do not go along with what this ideologue is saying.
And what you're feeling from people's outpouring surrounding.
Hey, I think what you're saying is bullshit. If you don't agree with me, if you're silent on that, then you're evil, you're a cunt, and you must be cancelled. That's what she's saying.
The murder of George Floyd, that if it wasn't that this wasn't always happening, it's that it's come to a head at a time where people just said, enough. And I'm curious to know from all of you how you're seeing the effects of Black Lives Matter in, I mean, obviously, Mike, you're in Manchester, you said, but around the world where the rest of you are.
I'm seeing some great effects, like, white and black relations being at their lowest ever for no reason at all. Statues of even people that abolished slavery being torn down. I'm seeing some wonderful effects of the Black Lives Matter movement.
How you're seeing that play out and percolate there.
Right, so Harry is completely pussy whipped. Just wanted to show you that. It's quite funny because I'm British and Harry's British, so that's a thing. And where is this going to go? The royal family aren't going to take kindly to this. Princess Diana, she died a little while back. Some people say it was a conspiracy. Her car didn't really crash. The Queen orchestrated it because she wasn't towing the line in the royal narrative. The royals are fucking powerful. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into an Epstein case if this keeps going on. But fucking hell, social justice, wokeness, it's so damn tiresome. All these people, they're just not cool. They're just not cool. They're so uptight. They're so false. People connect with something they can relate to. And they relate to truth. And there is no truth in this. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. You sucked his cock. You got really fucking famous. You'd be a nothing if it wasn't for him. And now, not only that, have you got your notoriety from him, you're turning him into your little bitch. And you're loving the power move. You kind of wheel him out there as your sock puppet. And you're like, yeah, look, I've got this royal member under my thumb. Look at my power. Fuck off, mate.